Hey everyone, and welcome back to Joy at Work. Great to be with you again. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're safe. I'm on my hoverboard, so if I move around a little bit, that's what's going on. Trying to stand more. It's really important for our health. You got to look after yourself. We're going to continue our series on pause, but I just got to say, I hope the Gunners can pull it out next week. Big, big game. They are, compared to PSG, at this point, just not as talented, undermanned, and all the things. But you play the games because you just never know what will happen. So 1-0 down, we can still they just need a score, Paris, and see what happens from there. All right, let's jump back into pausing, slowing down, and thank you for all the comments, the feedback on the videos, the messages. Appreciate it. Because sometimes you just never know if what you're saying is resonating with people. But I think this is an important topic, and it's something that's been top of mind for me this year, and that's slowing down. So that's why we're talking about it. And maybe I should slow down as well as we talk about this. Today, I want to just talk about or reflect a little bit on reflecting, slowing down to reflect about our work experiences. Like, when's the last time you got to the end of a day, for example, and went through all the activities of the day and just reflected on them? Like, why was I so upset in that meeting? Or why was I so elated in this meeting? And really take the time to unpack what's going on. When have you reflected on what brought me joy today and what did not bring me joy today? Or what can I do better? Or how can I show up differently? When's the last time you stopped to pause to reflect on your work life? You see, for most of us, we live work sort of on autopilot, just do one thing after the next. And the more repetitive or routinized your sort of job is, the easier it is to slip into these patterns of just going through the day, going through the motions. But just think about an interaction with a colleague and think to yourself, when's the last time I reflected on that interaction and said, did I really listen in that interaction? Was I truly engaged or was I off doing my own thing? Was I multitasking? Because it's only in reflection, truly, that we learn and have an opportunity to get better. Socrates said that the unexamined life is not worth living. And I think that that's true in all spheres of our life, including the workplace. If we don't pause to reflect on our experience at work, how we're interacting with others, how we're showing up, what we're pouring into the work, and how we're feeling about the work, how can we get any better at the work? How can we make the changes that give us the opportunity to experience joy at work? I said this, I think, last week that when people go to offsites, a lot of times, instead of reflecting on what's happened, they just jump into the next things they want to happen. And so, missing an opportunity to really learn from what has preceded them up until that point. But that's not just about offsites, that's about just our individual lives and how we show up as a person as it pertains to work. And this should be applied in all aspects of our lives, but as it pertains to work, how often do you just sit back, pause, and just spend time reflecting, maybe journaling, writing down what's happened, and then writing down what you can do different or how you can show up differently? How often do you check to see that your psyche is still connected to the work that you're doing? Is there a disconnect? Are you just going through the motions? Or could you be doing something different? So, pausing is, I think, such an important aspect of our work experience as well. And so, I would suggest to you that you build this ritual around pausing to reflect on work into your just your life. Maybe it's at the end of the day, maybe it's at the end of the week, maybe it's once a month. I don't know, but start somewhere. Pause to reflect and think about how your work could be better, how you could show up differently or better, or how you maybe need to move on to do something else. I think this is one of the keys, one of the secrets to really experiencing joy at work. So hopefully you see this as a challenge, you'll take it on. Remember, the world's going to try to hurry you up. That's sort of the predominant impact of the culture on us today. We need to do as much as we can to resist, to show up for ourselves as much as is within our capacity. This is a question each one of us has to answer for ourselves. Slow down, pause, and reflect. All right, until next time, take care and be well. Bye.